Hey guys, welcome to our Sunday night power planning. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Um, Thanksgiving is such a like a odd but awesome holiday because when it falls on a Thursday like that, you just kind of get this automatic extra time with family and days off. And I don't know, like I've loved my last few days. And so I hope you guys have been enjoying your family. Hopefully you've been keeping your pulse on your business though at the same time. Um, I actually was doing a lot of work in Messenger and texting today because I know, or well, I should say the last couple of days, because I know a lot of people are home for the holidays, like a lot of people who are normally out of town, or maybe even people aren't necessarily, maybe they are just home, like they're home and settled for a few days instead of being so busy running around. So hopefully you've taken advantage of that, catching up. This is the perfect excuse to catch up with people anytime there's a holiday. And honestly, I'm just going to tell you blanket statement from here through the end of the year. You always have an excuse to reach out to somebody because it's the holidays. We've done Thanksgiving, we're coming into Hanukkah, Christmas, you name it, it's happening, and we go all the way through the new year. So if you find yourself struggling for a hot second, like, oh, I haven't talked to that girl in forever, what do I say? You got the perfect excuse. Like, just wanted to see how you were doing. Hope you're having a great holiday season, whatever it is you want to go with. So I don't know. I just threw that in there extra for you today. So we are going to do all the standards, ready to run, things like that. I want to recap a little bit from last week, see if anyone had any success. I should open my chat since I said that. And then talk a little bit about Cyber Monday, which is tomorrow. And then talk about end of month, because you guys, we only have 3 days left. 3 days left of November, which I don't know about you, but it's mind boggling to me. So let's start with our rate of run. Like always, you're going to get yourself logged into your cloud, which I was, and it kicked me out. Here we go. Okay. So right there on that very main page, when you first log in, whether it's on your phone or your computer, you're going to scroll down till you see business dashboard. And then there's a line that says business snapshot. Hit that little arrow next to business snapshot, and it's going to give you a drop down of information. From there, I want you to look where it says current QV. You're going to take that dollar amount and you're going to divide it by 28 because today is the 28th of the month. Now you're looking at a much smaller number. You're going to take that number and multiply it by 30. Wait, is today the 28th? Yeah. Okay. Doubted my days there for a second. Multiply it by 30 because there's 30 days in the month. And now you are looking at what you are projected, you and your team. So this is not just you and what you've done. This is anyone in your downline, any promoter under you, any promoters under them, any customers under you, any customers under them. That is what you are projected to do as a team. And keep in mind, we have had all of our auto ships. We had a huge buy two, get one the last 2 days that I hope everybody worked. And then I don't know if the company will do anything or not, but we will talk about Cyber Monday because whether corporate decides to do something or not, you are in business. So you have the opportunity to do a Cyber Monday tomorrow. So that's our rate of run. Again, I know we explain it every time, but I just want to make sure people understand. You take whatever dollar amount you're sitting on in the moment, you divide it by what day of the month it is to find the average daily sales volume. And then you take that number and multiply it by however many days there will be in the month. So you can do your rate of run any day of the week. You don't have to wait for Sunday with me. You can do it any day of the week. You just have to know that formula. And it's a really great way for you to push yourself because a lot of times people might get focused on hitting 12K, but maybe you're just at 6K. So instead of being like, bag it, I'm never going to get to 12K, I'm so far away. Just keep looking at where you are. What is your rate of run doing? Were you at 6K last month and now you're at 775K? Like you're working your way up, like use those real numbers. Like, yes, it's awesome to hit the rank goals and you move up on the comp plan, but you have to remember it's business. So step by step, you're going to get there. And I just think that's one of the reasons I love rate of run. I think we've just done so much better with it. So before we move on to anything new, I want to get some feedback if you're on here and you did anything. Last week, we talked a lot about trial packs and about how to make them, how to send them out, talking about being really targeted with how we were doing trial packs. Did anyone have any success with it? Did anyone get any newbies, or did it just feel different to do a trial pack and really focus your post or your message to them about them and not just a random, hey, I'm throwing out a trial pack today? Did anybody have any feedback for that? If not, we don't have to. I mean, okay. I just always like to see if anything helps or not after we do it. Also, what was my other note? Oh, did anyone come up with a new, or not a new, but Did anyone make a QR code for themselves like we talked about last week? Sandra, were you not on here last week, Sandra? That was this one. We talked about all that, right? That wasn't our, yeah, no, it wasn't our team Zoom. What did I had I think I stuck it on my last package.
The QR code thing. Where did I miss that from?
Well, we did it I must have missed it. I have one best thing ever. Okay. So you can go to, like, I went to qrcode-monkey.com and you can put in your link for your Thrive 1, 2, or not Thrive 1, 2, 3 samples, your sample site. Or you could put in your regular link, or you could put in a link specific to a page on your, so you could pick a product, or you could pick the how-to link, and you embed it into the QR code, which is, it's free to do the QR code. And then, so you can put those, so like, for example, what we talked about was like, if you're mailing out a sample pack, you could have your QR code on the sample pack on the outside. So if someone, people are nosy, people see a QR code, they're like, what is this? Especially if you're using packaging with maybe the Thrive logo on it, that you've made, or I bring my boxes back. Yeah. If you're using, let me get my visual aid. If you're using any of these boxes, you could, someone's going to be like, what is that? And you could have your QR code on there. Like, you could cover up that barcode that they use for just the box itself. So somebody could like see what's in the box, and it could take them directly to your request a free sample site. Or let's say you're doing a blitz where you're mailing out candy cane shakes to all of your loyal auto shippers. You could have a QR code printed and just, again, on a mailing label, and you could stick that on the package, and you could just have like a little teaser. If you want what's inside of here, scan this code, and it would take them to, you could have them literally take it directly to, like, your link. So anyway, qrcode-monkey.com is the one I use. There are several out there to use those. So just, whatever works best with your computer, your browser, that kind of thing. I will tell you though, the one thing I did throw out last week, I'll say it one more time. When I just typed in the link, it wasn't working right. But when I actually went on my PC, went to my sample link, like went to the page itself and copied it from the browser and put it in, then it worked perfectly. So I don't know if that was user error on my part, which is very possible. But that was a little tip. But yeah, so you can change the colors, you can put a logo in the middle, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you guys missed that, I don't want to go over the whole thing again, but it was last week's, and I know I posted it. It's on the YouTube channel. So again, that's just something like this time of year when you're mailing things. So forgive me, but if you're mailing Christmas cards to all your family, put your QR code on there somewhere. Put it on the outside of the envelope. Just make it merry. Do it in red and green, or whatever, and put your QR code, because maybe your aunt doesn't scan it, but maybe the gal bringing your mail does, or maybe somebody in the mailroom is like, what's all this QR code stuff they're sending out? Who knows? I can tell you this, it's a crapshoot, obviously, to print them and put them on there. But even if you only get 4 people that scan it, that's 4 more people than you would have had, right? So anything you can do to put your information out there. So and plus it's free. I mean, minus like printing it and putting it on an envelope. So anyway, let me move on to this week, since I recapped there a little bit too long. All right. So tomorrow is Cyber Monday. For those of you youngsters who probably think this is crazy, there once was a time where you only had a computer at work. And so after Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, people went back to work on Monday, and that's where you logged in from your work computer when you weren't supposed to be, obviously, and you shopped online. So it became known as Cyber Monday. Well, they're still going to call tomorrow Cyber Monday, even though we all have computers in our hand 24/7. But it's just another excuse to offer a special, a sale, a whatever. So don't let that pass you by. I know in the past we have done we as in corporate has done Cyber Monday deals, but again, have something in your back pocket. I always say have something in your back pocket for 2 reasons. Number one, what if corporate decides not to do it? Number 2, what if corporate throws out a promo that is great, but not great for you in your business in the particular moment, right? So let's say somebody was new, and yesterday that buy 2, get 1, that's great for people who already love their Thrive, but it's a little trickier if you have somebody who doesn't know about Thrive, right? So even though you might have been pushing the buy 2, get 1, you also needed something in your back pocket for newbies, for people who have never experienced it before, who aren't sure they want to buy 2 months worth of something just to get the 3rd. So always have something in your back pocket in mind. I mentioned last week creating some sort of like gift giving guide, buyer's guide, or tips and tricks for gifts to help people. So for example, I wrote one down for you guys. Like if you were like, what is something that the fitness buff in your life would love? You could have a post with like a picture of Activate, maybe a picture of your favorite gym shoes, maybe like a picture of an Apple Watch. And you could actually put in your post, well, I would put it in the comments, but you could say links in comments below, and you could actually have a link to the Activate, which would obviously be your link. You could have a link to the gym shoes, which I don't know, it could be wherever you buy them from. And you could also have a link to like an Apple Watch. So yes, people can Google an Apple Watch. Yes, people can Google gym shoes, but the idea is that you're helping them. You're making it offer. So I actually went through, and it took me quite a while. I made some graphics in Canva, and I'm going to start launching those tomorrow with it being Cyber Monday. And yes, you guys are welcome to steal them, but please don't just turn right around and post them right after I do. That is my plea that I am begging of you. So feel free to share, but please, 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 Olivia says, yes, I have this ready to go for Mark. Oh, good. Okay, good, Olivia. So again, it's, yes, obviously we sell Thrive and Thrive products, but if maybe somebody is sitting there thinking, I don't know what to get my teenage nephew who loves sports. Well, I could throw up a thing of Circulate, which is clearly a caffeine-free pre-workout product that a teenager could use safely. I could throw in like, I don't know, whatever. I don't even know. I'd have to Google it. Like, what are the hot gym shoes for teenage boys? And then maybe some awesome piece of equipment that a boy would like. And I could put all three of those things on my post, make a little picture of each of them, and then put links to them. And so that could be like really helpful. So, and again, when somebody sees, maybe they've seen you post about Thrive 1, 2, 3 over and over and over, but all of a sudden you've put up Circulate, which is a caffeine-free pre-workout. They've never heard of that before. Maybe you want to talk about moms who need some extra sleep, and you throw up Rest Gel, and they've never heard you talk about that before. So again, it's just a way to offer people help to be of service to someone. And again, anytime you put your links out there, anytime you put information out about your product, that's better than not putting information out about your product. I love the TikTok or Reel or whatever, where it's like, post about your products so people know it exists, post about your products, people know it exists. That's what we're talking about. You have to post about it. You got to share about it. But it's awesome to share it in a way that is helpful and unique to an end user. So just marinate that. Don't marinate it long though, because tomorrow's Cyber Monday. So jump on it. Okay. And let me see what else I had. Okay. The last thing I want to cover first, does anybody have any questions real quick about those tips or about Cyber Monday? Or do you have an idea for Cyber Monday that you're already working on that you want to share with everybody, or you would be willing to share with everybody, so that if someone's new, like everyone gets excited for, like humans in general get excited for Cyber Monday because it's online shopping, and ta-da, that's what you do, online sales. So tomorrow is literally your day. I also feel like Small Business Saturday is our day, but tomorrow is definitely our day because we are online sales. So it is the time to be putting out your links and posting things. And one more tip really quick about links. If you don't have a link tree, LINKTREE, again, there's a free one and a paid one. Just go get the free one tonight. And you can make little subtitles in your link tree, and it could be like my nutritional hack. And that could take a link to your 123 site. Sure, I don't know, like I'm not being very creative all of a sudden. My favorite pre-workout, and that link could take him to Circulate. My favorite way to fall asleep, and that could take him to Rest Gel. Can you tell the products that I use? Because those are the ones I keep thinking of. But anyway, Linktree is another great way to do that, because you can have your Linktree in your profile. You can share your Linktree in a comment, and then everything is just already in there for someone. They don't have to like look all over. It's in your Linktree. And again, that's free. Like, I'm all about free stuff. So make sure you're taking advantage of all the free stuff that's out there. And again, Cyber Monday, people are going to be clicking a lot tomorrow. And they're going to be looking for deals. So help them with that. All right. So I'm going to switch gears here really quickly, because yes, tomorrow is Cyber Monday, but then the very next day is the end of the month. So we're going to talk about end of the month. I have a little cheat sheet that I send out to my team. I should have pulled that up before I got on here. I'll do my best to remember. But there are certain things that you definitely want to be aware of this time of the month. You have to know what your PV is. That's your personal volume. So for some of you that are like, what's BV, PV, blah, blah, blah. Personal volume is either what you have ordered on your account. So like on your actual promoter count, when you've placed an order, that counts for your PV, or anything you've sold directly to a customer. So any of your level 1 customers, the people who actually signed up under you, that counted for you when they order something, that's also personal volume. So around here, you have to do $100 in personal volume a month if you want to get paid commissions. So if you go right now, let's do it together. I don't know why I don't think to do this more. Okay, so get back in that cloud of yours, log into that home page, get logged back in. All right, so we're going to go back down there to we were that business dashboard. This time we're again business snapshot. You're going to hit that button, and then where it says qualifications, right below that, there's going to be a button that says orders. Go ahead and click that button. The very first thing you're going to see, it's going to say current PV. If that number does not show $100, you need to work on that. You either need to go sell $100 or more to someone, or you need to be making a purchase. Hopefully that makes sense. The other thing that you can do, once you make sure your PV is where it belongs, obviously, aim as high as possible, but at least get that 100. You can go up into your menu, and this time you're going to go to the My Team button, and you're going to go to your sponsorship downline. Dun-dun. You are going to, at the top where it lets you pick like between level 1 promoter number, instead of promoter number, you're going to put in current PV. And then I can't remember if it's ascending. Yeah, you can hit ascending. So level 1, current PV and ascending, and then hit the sort button. And that's going to populate for you the zeros on your team. And you can scroll through, and some people are going to be zeros because they thrived or they promoted 6 years ago and they've dropped off the face of the earth. That's okay. You are also going to come across some people who have 80 PV or 60 PV. You don't have to, it's not your responsibility. They're adults and they can take care of themselves. However, if you have time in your schedule to shoot a quick message and say, for example, this person has $92. So I will send her a message and say, hey, just want you to know your PV is at 92. Should you purchase or sell $8 more before the end of the month, you are still going to be eligible for your commissions. I have actually seen this before where people have just been distracted with a million different things that happen to people in their life, and they have missed their payouts. So again, I don't put this as my top priority to check on everybody, because obviously people need to learn to do this. But once I know where I'm at, then I do check on people. So your PV needs to be 100 or more. I'm sorry, it took forever to get that out of my system. Also check on yourself and your bonuses. Are you 12K? Are you, if you're doing the rank advance, are you where you need to be to get the payout? If you are auto bonus, are you where you need to be to get the payout? And don't forget auto bonus. It's not just the 12K. It also has to be your number of active level 1 promoters. Again, our cloud breaks all of that down and shows us if we're doing stuff right or not. But I also know it's really easy to get busy, especially this time of year, and miss that. So make sure you take a look at that. The other thing you want to really be careful about, and I'm going to say today and tomorrow, like don't wait for the last day, is your waiting room volume. If you have any volume in your waiting room, and for those of you that are new, I have got to quit logging out of cloud. If you're not sure, if you're like, what's waiting room? What is she talking about? You're going to log into your cloud. You're going to go into your menu. Dun, dun, dun. You are going to go into the My Team button, and then there's a little one called waiting room. You're going to click that button. If you have any volume in there, those are going to be people who signed up to promote in the last 60 days. Talk to your upline. And if you don't have an upline, go to your uplines until you find someone who can talk you through your waiting room, because your waiting room volume can really help grow your team. So you don't want to let that sit in there. You want to make sure someone is helping you along the way with that. And again, that is something that by the last day of the month, if you wait too long, it's going to get super busy and hard to move people around, and you might miss your time and all that good stuff. So please just make sure you deal with that tonight and tomorrow. That's one of those urgent type situations, I will say. And I think I'm forgetting something on our end of the month. Let me see if I can't find it really quick on my phone. I'm sorry. I should have been better prepared. I was prepared for everything else. Dream team, end of month. Does anyone, if anyone can think of what I'm forgetting, you can just hop in and tell me. Nobody? No, I'm just flying solo. I have to do this all. Here it is. All right. Do you have your PV, have waiting room volume, you rank your bonus? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was blanking on this one. Are you thriving for free next month? Do you have 2 customers under you who ordered on auto ship? I'm going to show you how to find that in your cloud, but it's not a guarantee. You have to do a little digging sometime. So let me get back in the cloud. I can't believe it's not one of my smoothest power plans, but I'm trying. Okay. So we're going to get logged back in. Slowly but surely, we're going to log back in. All right. So you're going to go into the menu. You're going to go to reports. You're going to go to your downline order history. Okay. That downline order history is based on the current month that you're in. So you'll see at the top, it says start November 1st and November 30th. Below that, where it says order number, I want you to click on that button and change it to promoter number. And I can't remember if it's descending. And you're going to make it say ascending. So instead of descending, you're going to change it to ascending, and then you're going to hit sort. You should be the lowest promoter number in your cloud because everyone that signed up came after you, right? Does that make sense? So you can go through there right now and you are going to see if there's an auto ship check button next to your promoter's order. But here's why you can't just look at that and go, oh, I have 8 customer orders and they're all on auto ship. Of course I'm thriving for free next month. For example, in my back office here, did Stacy and Paige order directly under me, or was Paige a referral from Stacy? Because your customers will have their referrals. So again, you need to take not anyone, you need to take all the orders that went directly under your promoter number. And sometimes I have to get a sheet of paper and write it out. I have to, Stacy ordered, she ordered on auto ship, and I double check, yes, she's mine directly. Paige ordered, yes, she ordered on auto ship, but she's a referral of someone else. Darla ordered, and oh, yep, she's an auto ship directly under me. So then I know for sure that I'm thriving for free. And then you can also go through and you can look and see if your customers are thriving for free, because you guys, you still have 2.5 days. If you look and you see that that Candy here is Candy only has 1 referral that's placed in order, you still have 2.5 days to help her get one of her people either thriving again or get someone new signed up under her to help her thriving again. So again, selfishly, I put myself first. Am I thriving for free first? And then I look at my downline and my customers and see if they are thriving for free. So now is the time to get real specific. And I do recommend, because I've even made the mistake before where I look and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. And it wasn't really me. It was on Tom's account. I was like, oh yeah, he's good. He's got, these 4 different orders. I totally forgot 2 of them were referrals. So I screwed him out of his credits that month, but I know he just heard me say it. So anyway, those are the important end of the month things that you need to be looking at. Does anybody have any questions? Anything maybe you think I forgot to mention? Hopefully, again, you guys had a great holiday. I am going to suggest in my last couple minutes here with you, be really intentional with your business and your time over this next month, because when you are celebrating and relaxing, I want you to be able to celebrate and relax and enjoy, not think like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But B, I also don't want you to get to the end of the month and be like, oh, probably should have worked a little harder because now I don't have my auto bonus, or now I don't have my December is the last month to earn Punakana. Like, there are still carrots dangling for you to still work for. And even if those carrots weren't there, you get a paycheck every Tuesday. To me, that's enough of a carrot to work. So be diligent with your schedule, be intentional with your time. Everybody operates a little bit differently. I have to have to-do lists. And even if it's the same to-do list that I look at every single day, for example, your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I have to look at it. I still have to see it in front of me. I have to be able to check it off. So if that's the way your brain works, just make a 5, 4, 3, 2, print it out. If you don't already have them printed out, and make sure you have them printed out and ready to go so that you don't even have to think about it. Because I feel like this time of the year, there's a lot of decisions to be made, purchases, places to go, all the things. It's very easy to forget what we do here, because this is one of those great things we can do in the nooks and crannies. But this is the time of year where your nooks and crannies get a little farther and a little fewer between. So if you just have your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s written out, like have the blanks ready to go to fill in, or as I suggest, fill those in the night before. So tomorrow when you sit down, you know who you're talking to. That will help you tremendously. I know it's easy to get overwhelmed during the holidays, but this is such an opportunity for everyone to be wearing your DFT loud and proud, being the calm, cool, collected person of your family or at the store or whatever, when people are frantic and you can just point to your DFT and that's my little magic sauce right there. Or when people are dragging, you can have your thirst to recover and maybe you have an activate, all the things. Also, I feel like the whole world is starting detox tomorrow. They're really not, but a lot of people are. So again, that's something that you could talk about. You could, start sharing other people's, if you haven't done it yet, or maybe you already did it and you want to start sharing other people's experiences, there's going to be a whole new batch of people starting tomorrow to help with that. So with that, that's all I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys are able to end November strong and head directly into March, because remember, how you end one month is how we start the next. So don't beat yourself up if you were slow the last few days. Just pick yourself up and keep going these next 48 hours. Okay. Bye.